They're the ocean's top predators, but now killer whales are offering people their catch of the day. Take a look at this.
Oh no, it's hurt. Oh no, it's bringing over food. Oh my goodness, it's bringing over food.
There you go, human, have some tuna. A new study has revealed orcas are trying to share food with humans. So why are they doing this? Nzherald Towers is the lead researcher at Bay Cetology, live from British Columbia in Canada for us this morning. Good morning, Nzherald. Great to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Nice to be here, Ryan.
First, Nzherald, tell us, what are we watching here? What are we seeing?
Well, what we found is that killer whales all around the world, in some places at some times, and very rarely, are occasionally offering people things that they've just recently killed. And it's happened here to me in British Columbia. We have several cases from New Zealand and also in a few other parts of the world as well. And what we think is that because killer whales share their food so often with other killer whales, that this is really a way of practicing learned cultural behavior and also exploring the capacity of people to engage in reciprocity.
Do you think they like us?
That's a great question. I think they're curious about us sometimes, but they have yet to make up their minds if they like us or not.
How will we know? Well, I suppose the proof will be of the pudding will be in the eating. We'd know whether they hated us.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the time, killer whales do try to get away from boats, and there's many rules and regulations around the world around not approaching killer whales too closely. But sometimes killer whales will approach people and, out of curiosity, do things like this, which is quite rare, but also quite amazing, and gives us some perspectives into how clever and evolved these creatures are.
We heard stories from the Mediterranean, from waters further north than ours, in the last couple of years that they were knocking boats, that they were kind of agitated, and this seems to paint a completely different picture of them. How do you reconcile those two things?
Well, I think that a lot of the public communication around what's going on off of the Iberian Peninsula near the Mediterranean with killer whales interacting with vessels is actually play behavior. It's just very destructive for the boats. And I think that's been miscommunicated a lot publicly. But really, these whales have the capacity to damage vessels. And when they're engaged in rough play, that's certainly what happens. In these cases, they're interacting directly with people. And so far, nobody's been hurt, but it doesn't mean killer whales can't hurt us if things get to the next level.
Yeah, approach with caution. Do you think, Nzherald, the fact that they are trying to offer us food, does that indicate that they think that we're smart too?
I think it does indicate that killer whales have theory of mind and that they can recognize that we have our own perspectives and that we also may be another evolved life form. Killer whales don't interact with many other species in this way. And at least so far as we know, they're famous for killing many different species and preying on them. But it seems to be that these whales may recognize that we're a little bit different, perhaps like them. We are the planet's two apex predators.
Wow, and we can see it in each other. Is that why they don't eat us?
Perhaps there's never been a case in the world of killer whales in the wild harming people, and it may be because they do recognize that we are somewhat similar to them and different from other species on the planet.
Fascinating stuff, Nzherald. Appreciate you coming on the program to explain that research this morning. Nzherald Towers, lead researcher at Bay Cetology, live from British Columbia in Vancouver. For those who are just joining us, new research out this morning showing that in some cases, both here in New Zealand and over in Canada and North America, that orcas have been offering up little food prizes, little meals to humans who have been conducting research on them.